This is the second generation Honda Ridgeline. It's fresh off the press and improved throughout, but you still need to be a bit realistic with your needs for a pickup truck in order for the Ridgeline to make a lot of sense. Usually it goes, if you need a little truck to tow a little bit of stuff, you buy a great big truck. And if you need to tow something a little bit bigger and heavier, you probably buy a heavy duty. Really, most of the time you're feeding a big V8 engine and taking up a whole lot of space to haul around groceries and golf clubs. Ridgeline has a V6, not a V8. It's built on a car-like unibody structure. The suspension is more crossover SUV than pickup, and there are no leaf springs. There's no solid rear axle, no low range. The box is relatively small and shallow. But for what many pickup drivers use their pickups for, most of the time it's sufficient. Priorities center more around outdoor activities, camping and adventure, and fuel economy than towing capacity and payload figures. Well, this might be your truck. And it's how this machine drives and functions in everyday life that really stands out. Getting in and out? Simple. Slide in, tip up a little, and you're in your seat. Easy for the dog to get in and out too. He's got lots of room back here as well since the floor is flat and since these seats flip up and away and make him a little lounge area. The Ridgeline bed and box are alive and well and still packing the same handy dual-mode tailgate and in-bed trunk, which is enormous and ideal for a variety of uses, from keeping wet and smelly gear out of sight to filling with ice and beverages. The bed trunk is illuminated, lockable, washable, and waterproof too. You get a household power outlet running 400 watts, so you can operate a TV or a tailgate smoothie blender if you like. There's even an in-bed audio system, using exciters to turn the box into a giant speaker for tailgate parties. Even more fun, playing Lamborghini sounds over the in-bed stereo as you drive away. Up front, typical Honda cabin, dark, simple, logical, heaps and piles of at-hand storage in the form of covered cubbies and compartments and multi-tiered door storage pockets and sliding bins in the center console. No problem staying organized and tidy on the move here. And if you've got gadgets, these supercharged 2.5 amp USB plugs will juice them up lickety-split. If there was an opportunity to do something truly unique and revolutionary in terms of styling in here, they've definitely missed it, but if you're a longtime Honda owner, you will feel right at home on board. The top-line tester even got up-level content, including memory seats with heated and chilled leather, a sunroof, upgraded audio system, and automatic high beams. It's quietly upscaled, and with Android Auto turning the central screen into an upscaled version of your smartphone, it's well connected too. A 3.5-liter V6 makes 280 horsepower. That's plenty more than the last generation truck. There's eagerness and effortlessness in low RPM, light throttle driving around town. Hammer down on the new V6 pulls delightfully to max revs, amidst the family VTEC snarl, sounds happy to work and operates smoothly. There's a 6-speed automatic and an all-new all-wheel drive system with this terrain selector to fine-tune operation of various systems to the sort of driving at hand. Towing capacity is rated at 5,000 pounds. But it's the driving experience more than the numbers where the Ridgeline really all comes together. Mostly it's just like driving a great big Honda Accord. It's light on its feet. There's no rigid jiggle to the suspension on rough roads where the Ridgeline just rides and handles like a family sedan. The steering is one finger easy. Highway cruising is laid back and relatively quiet, and fuel mileage is decent, so Ridgeline doesn't rip through its tank of fuel like Jason Statham ripping through a room full of bad guys. Great stuff if you like the idea of a pickup, but not the feel of driving one or the fuel bill. Off-road, the suspension has a surprising level of travel to it, soaking up moguls and dips without throwing you around excessively. That's the good news. On rougher stuff, though it's still mostly comfortable, you do hear from the suspension a lot more, and it feels a little less durable and tough than you'll find in a bigger pickup. One note here, though you can select various off-road modes from this console, even left in full automatic, the Ridgeline's smart 4x4 system and traction management program all but eliminates unneeded wheel slip before it even happens. Complaints? Well, I wish the cabin was a little more exciting. The central command interface is getting old, and as smart as the all-wheel drive system is, I still wish it had a button to lock the center diff ahead of driving in really slippery stuff. But it does have two problems. The first is a mentality of most pickup buyers who want the most horsepower and towing capacity and size for their money, even if the majority of the time they aren't using it. And second, the Ridgeline is fairly expensive. This tester is nicely loaded at $47,000. Now for that money, says the average pickup shopper, why wouldn't you just get the bigger, heavier duty model with the V8 and the big towing capacity? Or the Eco Diesel. It's available in the same pricing ballpark. It's bigger than the Ridgeline, has a boatload more torque, and uses a fair bit less fuel. It's one of a multitude of options for your pickup dollar. End of the day, Ridgeline isn't for everyone, but for who it's for, it does a pretty bang-on job. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe so you never miss a new video from the team here at WheelScene, and remember to get in touch on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram by leaving a comment below or at wheelscene.com.